Welcome back for day 2 of the 2022 McPhee Freight G-Turbo Perenjori 360. After a great day of racing on the Saturday, the scene was set for an entertaining final day of racing. But let's quickly recap how things currently stand. At the end of day 1, Harley Uran held the lead, having topped the prologue and section 1. Hot on his heels was the number 28 of Dave Rowett, who put in a smooth drive on section 1. While sitting in third and ready to strike was the number 52 Pro Buggy of Adam and Craig Truella. We caught up with a few of the competitors to find out how the race was going so far.
Yeah, very good. Very exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, a lot of dust out there, but it's a good race. Really good track out there.
So far, pretty good. Had a pretty good, consistent pace. The car's running pretty faultless, so we're just going to keep pushing and see how we end up.
It was pretty good. Look, the track was excellent. The car was just amazing, but had to change the tyres, so that just ruined the day a bit. And then we miscalculated our fuel quantity and was running a bit rough on the last 10k, so we had to just made it back without fuel.
So with 2 huge sections, each of 144 kilometres making up the final day's racing, there was a long way to go, and the heat was about to be turned right up. The overnight leader Harley Uran led the field out and was storming to a commanding lead before drivetrain issues took him out of the race. Current state champion Jaden Greer was the next to strike trouble, a flat tyre dropping him down the field. Matt Deck, who had moved into the side-by-side class lead, would unfortunately roll the 611 Can-Am, putting him out of the race. Meanwhile, Jared Percival, with his smooth and consistent style, was moving himself into a podium position. It's been fantastic to see the level of presentation step it up another notch in 2022, with many new cars hitting the track for the first time. Kyle Reid was looking good in his Can-Am X3, whilst Dion Visagi debuting his new Pro Buggy also looked like he was having a good run. Ryan Print had been on fire all weekend, however his strong run came to a halt when they split the fuel tank. Jim Cairns in the number 630 Polaris once again was looking fast. The dust was really starting to become a challenge for the competitors, which made what happened next all the more impressive. Shane Elphinstone charged through the dust, setting the fastest lap time of the whole weekend, as well as winning the section in his number 44 Gymco. This put Elphinstone a little over 6 minutes off the pace of new race leader Adam Truella, the number 52 Pro Buggy getting better and better as the track roughed up and became more suited to the bigger cars.
I think a lot better than yesterday and definitely a lot quicker. Not as quick as some of the other guys, but they've got a few mechanical dramas, so we'll just keep on the pace and see where we end up.
So whilst Elphinstone was comfortably quickest, the top 10 was filled with Pro Buggy, Pro Light and side-by-sides, whilst Mark Murray was the only tin top, slotting into 5th outright. With 144 kilometres to go, it was game on at the front. Shane Elphinstone during the break had set his sights on clawing back the 6 minutes needed to win the race. However, when gridding up, the car had electrical issues, which shut them down before they even got started. So Adam Truella took full advantage of the clean air in front of him, and he laid it all on the line in search of his maiden WARC win. But Dave Rowett was not giving up without a fight. This one was going down to the wire. The pace was high in the last section, with many teams at full tilt trying to make up time on their rivals and strike the first blow of the 2022 season. Again, dust was a factor as the track chopped up and the silty red sand was roosted high into the air. Adam Truella held on to his lead at the halfway mark, with Rowett and Percival in hot pursuit. Ben Conn had been pushing hard in the final section, but ultimately would strike trouble on the last lap and would not make the full race distance. Tyrone Dark and youngster Dorian Dark were flying in the final section on their way to a Super 1650 class win, with others such as Peter Linderboom and Karina Draper also making good time over the final 2 laps. In the end, Jared Percival and Darren Beckett would cross the line in 3rd outright and 1st in Pro Light, just over a minute behind 2nd place. Dave Rowett and Derek De Bruyn took out a fantastic 2nd outright, but unfortunately couldn't match the pace of the winner. Adam Truella and father Craig Truella took out their maiden WARC win and 1st in Pro Buggy, a great result after many years of hard work to fight his way to the front of the field.
Started off pretty slow, like just trying to learn the car. Got more and more consistent, quicker and quicker towards the end, and towards the end we just had a bit of a push there, and I had a pretty clean run. So yeah, pretty stoked to finish on the number 1 spot and get a finish as well. I'd just like to thank my sponsors like KRT Contracting, TuneCorp, EMS, KRU Engineering, and all the boys that came and crewed for me this weekend to help me push. Thank you.
Amongst the top 10 there were some fantastic drives, including Mark Murray in 4th outright, and the close battle between Montgomery and Yeardley was split by just 3 seconds. Congratulations to all the class winners and all the finishers after a gruelling 360 kilometres. And a special thanks to all the event sponsors, the organisers, the Shire of Perenjori, and we look forward to being back again in 2023.